Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your gracious attention. Locale photo is my prior trip to Dudendorf Air Base in Switzerland. Its formal German name is Militärflugplatz Dudendorf. Airbase is only a skip and hop away via Schnellbahn, or commuter train, from Swiss capital Zurich to Dudendorf, an eastern canton or suburb of Zurich. Airbase itself has a Flugmuseum or aircraft museum on its outer perimeter for public access, hence rationale for my visitation. Dudendorf Air Base by itself is filled with World War II history, even though the Swiss were officially neutral during the war. Being close proximity to southern German border, northern Switzerland got plenty of military incursions from Germans and American bombings alike. Like, in 1944, American bombing of Schaffhausen, resulting in over 300 Swiss civilians killed and wounded. There were also plenty of American bombers allegedly crippled in missions over Germany and elected to fly to neutral Switzerland and land in Dudendorf Air Base rather than fly all the way back west to England. However, the Swiss, being neutral, impounded the planes and interned the American airmen for the remaining of World War II. Given the high loss of American aircraft and aircrew casualty rates, so frequent were these U.S. Army Air Force bomber landings in 1943, American ambassador to Switzerland warned American airmen that if they landed in Switzerland, aka Dudendorf Air Base, without significant battle damage impairing aircraft operations, the American aircrew will be court-martialed for desertion and dereliction of duty after the war upon release from Swiss internment. However, the most famous incident occurred on early morning April 28, 1944. A German Bf-110 G4 night fighter, piloted by Luftwaffe Staffelkapitän Wilhelm Jonen, an ace with 18 confirmed shootdowns, intercepted British bombers engaged in night bombings and pursued a British bomber into Swiss airspace. This German aircraft was equipped with the latest state-of-the-art Funkgerät, or FUG-220 Liechtenstein SN2 aerial radar, a very highly secret and coveted piece of military hardware. If the Allies could get their hands on this German FUG-220 radar, then they can figure out how to block its radar frequency transmissions in combat. In the ensuing aerial combat, both German and British airplanes sustained engine damage, which compelled both of them to land inside Swiss territory. The Germans landed in Swiss Dudendorf Air Base, allegedly mistaking it for German air base in southern Germany, given its close proximity to German border. And this is where political intrigues and possible spec ops got complicated. The German Bf-110 G4 night fighter had 3 crewmen. The pilot, Luftwaffe Staffelkapitän Wilhelm Jonen, flew the aircraft with the latest aerial interceptor night radar installed, the Funkgerät 220 Liechtenstein SN2. His weapons officer, Uwe Feldwebel Mahle, was directly involved in the design of Schräg Musik oblique firing cannons weapon system, which enabled German aircraft to pass underneath British bombers for surprise firing attack rather than directly aiming at its rear. However, the most egregious was his squadron radio operator, Leutnant Kampfrach, who, against standard German Air Force operating procedure, carried the latest radio transmission code with him in the aircraft. This action was absolutely verboten or forbidden due to military secrets protocol. So, when the Germans landed, the Swiss had all three intel assets intact, and the British and American allies quickly attempted to get their hands on this intel as well. Back in Deutschland, or Germany, both German Chancellor Adolf Hitler and Luftwaffe Commandant Hermann Göring both suspected treason, that the German night fighter crew defected to the Allies. Hence, Göring ordered the arrest of the German aircrew families. They were later released by the Gestapo, or German State Secret Police, when it was validated the German landing in Swiss Dudendorf was a genuine accident, along with a personal apology from none other than the Führer, German Chancellor Adolf Hitler himself. But what to do about the German night fighter aircraft with the latest SN2 radar system? That took another interesting twist. Luftwaffe Commandant Göring contacted German Spec Ops Group Commander, the famed Otto Skorzeny, who accomplished the Italian fascist leader Mussolini mountain prison rescue in 1943, and ordered Skorzeny to infiltrate Swiss Dudendorf Air Base and destroy the impounded German aircraft. Of course, this will be an opening of war between Germany and Switzerland. Not that Germany could not conquer Switzerland, but it would take excessive manpower and weapons hardware away from ensuing battlefronts. Germany simply did not have the extra resources to spare by 1944. So, a diplomatic solution was forged, by which old proverb holds true that anything that can be solved with money or barter is always a good solution. When it cannot be solved with money, then the headaches really starts. As for the German-Swiss solution, the Swiss agreed to destroy the Bf-110G4 night fighter by setting it ablaze at Dudendorf Air Base in front of German representatives for verification. Also, the three-man German aircrew will be returned to Germany. Oh, as a side commentary, it's been said that the Swiss return of the German aircrew is a direct violation of the Geneva Convention. But then again, my reply is, how many armor divisions does the Geneva Convention commands? Enough said. In return, the Germans will sell a group of its latest Bf-109 G6 single-engine fighter planes to augment the Swiss Air Force at a cost of 500,000 Swiss francs each. The Swiss needed this Air Force upgrade since they were still flying legacy 1940 French and 1941 era German fighter planes. As for Luftwaffe Stabskapitän Jonen, after the Swiss released him and aircrew back to Großdeutsches Reich, he continued his night fighter duties and scored a total of 34 kills by end of World War II and won the coveted Ritterkreuz des Eisernen Kreuzes, or the Knight's Cross to the Iron Cross, or World War II Germany's equivalent to American Congressional Medal of Honor Award. Upon surviving World War II, he authored the book Duel Under the Stars, Memoir of a Luftwaffe Night Pilot in World War II, on his night fighter engagements over Germany. It was one of the first German veteran books published in English. If any party desire to reach me directly, my email address is displayed above. This is Leon Uwe Lee, signing off.